Back in Lower Hogsfield, where I'm supposed to meet with Natty, who's right there.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hey, good to see you too. I spent a bit of time doing stuff last time. Essentially, at the end, going to do more main quests, because I want to unlock more things. I need to unlock more things. So let's unlock more things.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Yes, so you said that's the third time. Good to see you too.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
Who was
I'm
Harlow?
all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
Reasons? Sure, I don't have to go into specifics. Let's just say that I found something and they want it.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
That's a bit more information
Just before we
than
came to
I
Hogwarts.
would have said.
In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
That's way too much
What
information.
on
Come on.
earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest.
No,
Professor
less.
Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions.
You won't get any
For now,
answers.
it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll, and Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Mattibilliland.
Okay.
I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Again, I was willing to tell her a little bit, not that much, but sure. It's all out in the open now, basically. Guess anyone could have listened to this conversation. Sure. So people destroyed your... Oh, destroyed. Messed up your previous home. I remember Rookwood. I don't actually remember Harlow. I'm not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home. Glad to hear it.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair, and the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations.
Okay, now I remember him.
Taking down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning.
Poaching?
I was thinking that we could investigate a bit.
And
try
interrupt.
to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right. But how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
Was that all you wanted? Just a chat? Okay. Also, Natty...
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten
Wait,
me?
what?
What's going on here?
Also, Natty, I've already killed 2 poachers. I can help you. Not just... interrupt it. Not just investigate and just interrupt and... well... kill them. Let's do that. What's going on over here?
They must have come this way. Think!
More dark wizards. Masked cowards? Okay. Ooh, a chest.
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
Well, too bad for
You
him.
can't be...
enough.
Hey.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
Okay, wasn't really ready for this, but sure.
See, we have an active one.
Yep. Piss off.
You cannot
I
avoid
said
your
piss
fate
off.
forever. Die for that.
See, killed 2 more people. And about to kill more, looks like.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
The collection has a new enemy type. Yep, sure.
Potato! We can
Up.
I'm not going anywhere.
I need to remember where my spells are.
Nice drop!
Hey. I don't need this one right now. I was looking for Expelliarmus. Another reason why I need to do the main quest. Unlock more spell sets so I don't have to do this. Okay. Piss off. You're in the way. You're annoying.
Reducto! Coward!
I was about to Accio her, but she died.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Stuff happened, people died. That was 1, 2, 3, 5 more people dead? I am racking up a kill count. And I thought this was a chest, but no. It was just a part of your luggage. Anything else I can steal? No? Alright, so who are you exactly? Nora, was it? Yeah?
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills.
Excellent.
Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Well,
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
they are jealous of my
Well,
fabulous
you've avoided them
clothes.
for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous.
Priya?
Best get moving on my research before they return.
Who's Priya?
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a
Merlin?
book when we were students at Hogwarts.
I heard his beard is
Typical
popular.
hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Nocturne Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
Research, how interesting.
You're a researcher.
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
Right, I keep forgetting that Merlin is actually real in this universe. Let's play dumb anyway, because you know we are.
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were mere myth.
Mere myth. You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Might have seen a few of those.
These vine-covered
Yeah.
pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins.
So Merlin was
He
a
terribly
Slytherin.
fond of puzzles
Interesting.
and enigmas.
Puzzles and enigmas. Damn. It does seem a bit tedious, but also fascinating.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret.
I'm listening.
No one has yet managed to figure out how they work.
Of course.
But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
I think I have some of
Mallowsweet.
that.
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings.
Maybe he just liked to smoke
I had just
it.
arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the centre. That started me thinking, what if?
The mallow sweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of mallow sweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
So I can still steal but not steal your stuff. Okay. And the
This
exact
trunk?
chest I was looking at.
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
Oh, take it all.
I have the mallow sweet.
That's not plenty.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the mallow sweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
It really can't be that easy, can it? Because even if no one has actually gone around spreading herbs willy-nilly everywhere, at some point in time, I mean, the wind must have brought some mallow sweet parts and at some point put it on a swirling circle. Someone should have seen that or felt it or whatever. But sure. Let's put some mallow sweet there. Yeah, that has definitely happened naturally.
See that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory.
Okay, there's more to it. That's good.
I'm curious about these pyres.
Set them on fire? With my new fire spell? You look like you're ripe for a fire.
The flames make the pyre sink.
So it does. Whoop. Alright.
Curious. The pyres are back where they started.
So, time limit? Or... Yes, the cooldown of this spell is not that bad out of combat. Okay. Just need to light them all on fire.
Yes, how beautiful! What a day. I can hardly believe it.
You best believe it. Okay.
I take it we can call that a success.
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions.
You wouldn't be a researcher
How does
otherwise.
it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more.
Or grow myself.
I really
now
must
that I know
be.
how.
Such a pleasure to meet you.
Speaking of,
And
my
do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed.
My herbs should be
return to
ready
the
by
safety
now.
of my notes and books.
Wait, is this it? Just do that and nothing happens? Complete Merlin trial challenges to increase your gear capacity. That's perfect. Also, yeah, that basically did nothing.
Greetings, young Slytherin. Scrope knows about the old book you found for Professor Fig.
How?
Scrope can help you. And you can help Scrope. Get to the courtyard past the pendulum. If you don't know it, you'll see it easy enough. And don't tell anyone what you're up to. Especially Professor Black.
Okay, sure. Yeah, Professor Black does seem like not a very fun person. Also, where did I see that swirly swirl? It was somewhere up here, wasn't it? Yeah, Merlin trial. And there's another one right there. Let's go for that one first. So mallow sweet, have I yeah, I have seen it grow in wild. And now I just need to plant it a lot.
Seems a pleasant enough little place.
Yes. Still. Hoping I get access to a place where I can grow more herbs at once. Instead of just using the classroom. Speaking of ingredients, more moonstone please. Thank you. Thank you, game, for letting me know this is here.
Here's a pleasant surprise.
So mallow sweet, and then... Oh, Korok puzzle.
Accio.
Hit it once and all 5 came. That's interesting. Okay, should I do anything else? Yes, down there. There's another one. Come here, friends. All of ya. Thank you for... Woo! Merry-go-round. Thank you for doing that on your own. So is there a third one somewhere? Another one and a two. Over there, maybe. Oh. Right. Chicken. Hmm. Oh, over there. Sneaky, sneaky hidden. Ah, get over here, please. At least this one doesn't have a time limit.
Merlin himself would be proud.
Poof. Yeah, you kind of do look like a little bit like Merlin from Master of Magic. So that's fine. That's all it does. Nothing else. It just... Oh, okay. There's another one down there. Let's go for these ones, though. 3 in a row.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Oh, yes, indeed. I am solving trials. Which will help me somehow. Did it actually increase my gear capacity? Gear 10 out of 20. I'll keep an eye on it. Maybe it does. Is that all it does? Only increase the gear capacity? Well, I have been wanting to increase the gear capacity anyway. So I can hoard things for longer before I have to sell them. But yeah, I think increasing my spell sets is more of a priority for me. Again, main quest. Soon. I always get... Oh, hello. What's this, though? Still has the same vines. Future problem? Future problem. I always intend to go and do a lot of main quest stuff, and then I get very distracted
I know a Merlin trial when I see one.
by just about anything I see. Which is why it takes me so long to complete these dang games. Okay, so what am I supposed to do here? I activated the trial. You? You? No? Oh, there's something up there. How would I go about getting up there? This way? No. Maybe I should just Accio it instead of trying to find a way up. Ah, you want to go over there probably. Big ball, yeah, big ball in Korok hole. More Korok solutions. And where did it go? It's up there, so I have to go this way. So future problems solved. I still want a spell that can push, though. Can I... Oh, do I have to get up there? Do I have to? Do I have to? The stars are all squares. That's weird. Kinda looked like I could maybe get up here. Nope. Sometimes you do the most incredible jumps and sometimes you refuse. Where's your sense of exploration? Where's your sense of adventure? Climbing things is fun. See? Very fun. Just have to jump around like a maniac. Up we go. Now, if I wanted to get you down, I can push, so I can dodge. I shouldn't dodge. Lift you up and then Accio, probably. There's not much else I can actually do. Can I see you from here somewhere? Come here. Ah, I just had to target it. That makes sense. I forget about the aiming ability half the time. Now I have a hovering sphere following me. Here, come see, come see, come see. Whoop, no. You jump back. You can only jump forwards. That's fine. That's fine. I can get up there and yes, me. Come hither. Come this way. Maybe we should. Thank you. Get down there.
It's so tricky after all, Merlin.
Eh. Additional climbing acquired. Required, not acquired. So I had 10 out of 20 gear slots. Now I would have 10 out of 20 gear slots. Stop pushing buttons. Or is it 10 out of 20 per category and it randomly increases a certain category? Or do I have to... Gotcha. Increase storage for gear, and then Gotcha. Doesn't do it automatically. It's like all the challenges. You have to do a certain amount and then it unlocks. Ooh, that looks like it's... Oh! Pressing buttons. Still want to be able to turn the map around a little bit. Let's keep going. Forget that there's a main quest I want to do. Do some more trials. While I'm here, I mean. Shouldn't take me too long. At least the puzzles aren't the difficulty of in line with the Talos principle. Difficult puzzles, fun game. Awesome story. If you haven't played the Talos Principle and you like puzzles, you should definitely play that game. I will not say anything else about it because I do not want to spoil the story. Ooh. Oh, right. I forgot about you.
Could it be?
Yes.
The Merlin trial.
It could be. This is where I saw all those weird square things. Yeah, those. Okay, so you're part of the trial. And I fell into a hole? No, just a stone. And here I want to... Want to do what exactly? You do have a moonstone inside you. Do you want fire?
Incendio.
You do not want fire. Do you...
Levioso.
That's about everything I can do.
Expelliarmus.
Whoa! Don't fall down. Yet. Doesn't seem I can really do anything with these right now. Unless I'm missing something obvious. Again. Very likely. Hey, get up. Fish? Can I fish? I hit you. Uh-huh. Hello. Nothing? Nothing? Okay. Yeah, not sure I can do anything with those right now. I'm gonna move on. Still there on the map, so I can get back to you later. And I'm a bit smarter. So, next lifetime, perhaps? Wait, what? Oh, hello. Dark Mongrel. Get over here.
Incendio.
Thank you. Oh, that was weird. Did you die there and then teleport there? Okay. You do you. As long as I get my fur.
I know what that means. Merlin trial.
Indeed. I am wasting all my mallows using up all my mallows wheats. Okay, and I should do something with these stones. What though? I can do that. I can not move them.
Levioso.
I can't do that.
Incendio. Expelliarmus.
Nope. I have no green spells. Not sure if that would help. Just since these stones are green. Anything?
Revelio.
No, nothing hidden. Now there's a bit of a too wide gap here, so I'm guessing this stone needs to go here. Maybe? No. You are out of place, my friend. Okay, now I know what the Merlin trials are anyway, and what they look like. So let's move on with the actual main story again. Until the next distraction rears its head. Well, let's flew flame to the south exit. Revelio can sometimes help reveal the solution of a difficult puzzle, so don't use Revelio near puzzles. Got it. I do not want the solution told to me. I don't care if it makes me feel stupid. I want to beat it on my own. It's no fun otherwise. And that's my position on it, at least. Okay, so Scrope, you have a note for me, which anyone could go collect if they just happened to walk by. Oh, look, this Griffin, Hippogriff, he's holding a scroll. Let's read it. Scrope knows about that book you found. Is it missing something? Yes. Scrope does not believe it is safe to speak out in the open. I will leave a note instead, with my name. Scrope has left another note. Across the bridge, among the circle of rocks. Take care, tell no one about this.
Scrope? Who is Scrope?
Search for the next note. Just beyond the bridge to the south exit. This way. Actually, no chests. Okay. See something interesting? See any mice down there? Oh, I bet you could. I can't. You could. So how would Scrope know about the ripped out pages? Oh, wait. Alright, circle of stones. Ah. A note. Which I will have to bring to me, I guess. No? Hey. Oh? I'm gonna have to... Get over here. Almost there. Head for the pumpkins. Just down from the south. Just down from the south? Down from the stone circle. Look inside one of them. You may be able to help poor broken-hearted Scrope.
Pumpkins. Oh, I think I know just the place.
You do? Have you been exploring without me? I haven't seen any dang pumpkins. Have you been here before? Have you been cheat exploring on me? Although those are rather large pumpkins. Oh. Sorry, sir. I'm looking for a note. Have you seen one? Yes? No? That way? Okay. I am sensing another field page somewhere.
Revelio.
Is it flittering about? Is it inside the house? Hell, not the note, the field guide. Field notes. That one. One might surmise that this set of tools could be enchanted to create all sorts of furnishings for a cozy hut, as large as the occupant may need. And how do the tools know how large a hut the occupant needs? Sleek sorcerer hats? Have yet to find a hat I like the look of. No. Not the right color. More galleons. And an exit. Right, I was here for a note. It's here somewhere. At least he learned how to hide the other notes. Did you... Did you hide it inside a pumpkin? Sorry? I won't do that again. Promise. Well, what are you gonna do about it? See? Can't do anything about it. I'm gonna destroy all your puppets. Don't you come here pointing fingers at me. See? This is what happens. I needed to do that anyway. You know what?
Incendio!
That's what you get. The young Slytherin must be exceptionally curious by now. I am. Meet Scrope at the water's edge by the broken docks.
Down to the water's edge. This had better not be a trick.
Well, even if it was a trick, you don't really have much else to go on, so... And sometimes, even if you know a trap, the only recourse you have is to spring said trap. To bring the bad people into light. Hey, another Merlin's trial. Whoa, what's this? Horklump juice? Okay. Horklump juice, gimme. Or maybe this is not a Merlin trial. You though, come here. You need to go on this. For some reason. Yeah. Yep. So foggy. Keep you in mind. Don't get distracted. Do not get distracted. Go for the main quest. Go for the main quests. Oh, hello.
Thank you for coming all this way.
You're welcome.
The name's Scrope. Scrope serves the headmaster. Been in the Black family for years.
Don't trust you.
Apologies for the abundance of notes. Scrope wanted to be sure you weren't followed.
What's this all about? Your notes mentioned the book I found in the restricted section.
Scrope can tell you more in exchange for your help, but no one, especially the headmaster, can know.
Why? Happy to undermine authority if it benefits me. No. What can I do for you?
Happy to help, especially if you can shed light on the book.
Scrope is grateful. Scrope's late mistress, Apollonia Black, may she rest in peace, was a student at Hogwarts over 50 years ago. Before she died, she spoke with passion of pages ripped from a book.
Ooh.
Scrope suspects she took them to her private grotto. She was delirious at the end, poor thing. Mistook belladonna for elderberries. Scrope tried
Poor
to warn
woman.
her.
I'm sorry to hear that. But how do you benefit if I find the pages?
Scrope believes that a treasured Black family ring is also in the grotto. Scrope wishes to give it to the headmaster. Apollonia forbade Scrope from entering the grotto long ago. Scrope continues to honour her wishes. Scrope would not dare ask a student for help, but when Scrope learned you were looking for those pages, Scrope thought you might also find the ring.
Yeah, sure, tell me about the ring first. Tell me what I want to know first. Then we can talk about you.
This treasured ring.
Oh, it's adorned with the Black family crest. The headmaster would be pleased with Scrope for returning it.
So how did you know that I found the book? Well, Peeves, perhaps?
How did you know that I'd found a book? And that it's missing pages?
Scrope and the other house elves are good at staying out of sight.
Excellent spies, you say?
Scrope hears and sees many things in the castle. Scrope knows how to keep secrets.
Right, but... Okay, what happened to your ear?
How did you injure your ear?
The Blacks have a tradition of decapitating their house elves when their service is no
What?
longer required. One day, dear Apollonia was understandably frustrated with Scrope and got a bit too eager with a cleaver. Scrope was able to convince the sweet girl of his value and now views this small injury as a reminder of her good heart.
What a bunch of fucking assholes. Fuck that family. And all their descendants. I'll definitely undermine his authority whenever I can. Ugh.
It seems this may help us both. I shall do it.
Scrope is relieved. Scrope hoped the young Slytherin would be willing to help.
Yeah, especially after
Take
that
this
tale.
toast to the grotto just down the coast and place it on the pedestal there. Good luck.
So,
Scrope will wait right here for you. Best of luck finding your pages. And the ring.
I can kind of understand why you want to get into Black's good graces. After that frickin'... Ugh. I'm almost glad she took Belladonna instead of elderberries now. I rescind my poor woman remark and say, fucking finally. The tool wheel is, bye. Hi. No, can you piss off? Whoop. Can I target you, please? Thank you. Hey, get over here. Nope. Accio does not work on you. Can you be burned? A little bit. Get up here. Get to Heru Apuru. There we go. Oh, more of you. More of you? I can't see my character. Thank you. Whoa. Okay, there are a lot of you. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Okay, you piss off. Starters. You piss off. Okay, I didn't mean to go down there, but sure. Let's get up again. I keep pressing the wrong buttons. Yep. Okay, this is a bit much. come here. Whew.
Incendio.
Missed. Yeah, give me some of that ancient magic. At least that will one-shot you, because you are getting a little bit annoying. Hey, get up here. Are you bugged? Well, that's boring. I need to brew more wing and well potions.
Incendio.
Incendio, she said, and didn't incendio.
Incendio.
Burn your ass. And you and me. Okay, so let's see. Sorry. Echo did work on you this time, but not before.
Levioso.
Levioso does not work.
Incendio.
Incendio does work. So why did Accio work this time and not before? Also, that was a lot of wing and well potions. And I'm picking up your tongues. Yeah. On towards the grotto. After that little debacle. This actually kind of looks like a nice place to lie down and tan a little bit. As long as you bring a chair, because I don't think it would be that comfortable lying on the stone. And that is if you like to tan. I've never enjoyed doing that. It's boring just lying there. I need to do something. I can't just sit around, lie around, and did once. Well, I did it a lot when I was younger. And one time I fell asleep and almost burned myself. Well, I did burn myself, but I almost burned myself way too much.
Why would I need a piece of toast? I suppose that's where it goes.
That's a giant squid. Why is there a giant squid on the mural? Is this... Did the squid eat the toast? Oh, what's this? Uh-huh. Go over a bridge somewhere with a haunted village in the background and some nice trees and signs and light the candles?
A map. It doesn't appear to be connected to the missing pages. Best hang on to it for now.
Yes, sure. Anything else in there? Nope. There's the black journal.
Could it be? A visitor?
Oh, there's the rest of you. Ooh.
Oh! Ah! Ooh!
What happened to
The
you?
name's Richard Jackdaw. I was a student, just like you, about a century ago. How in the world did you find this place?
A house elf named Scrope sent me. Said I might find a black family ring here.
Ah, Sorry to say, I sold the ring a long time ago. Poor Scrope. Still holds a candle for Apollonia, I reckon. Can't say I blame him. I stole all these treasures just to impress her. Alas, 'twas to no avail. I thought a secret map I pilfered from Peeves would pique her interest. But she simply rolled her eyes. What would I want with yellowed old pages torn from a book? Not my finest moment.
May I have them?
I'd like to have those pages if you don't mind.
They're not here. I thought if Apollonia wasn't interested in the map on the pages, perhaps it would lead to something that would intrigue her. So, I followed the map to what I can only describe as an enchanted cave of some kind. And you see what happened next? Here's an idea. Why don't you meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll show you where to find the pages.
And get me beheaded? Well, he kind of said how he lost his head. I'm just going to guess that it was a trap inside the cave. A dastardly trap. How did you steal from Peeves, though?
How is it possible to steal from Peeves? A poltergeist?
I didn't steal the pages from his ghostly form. I merely found them in his wake of destruction. He has a penchant for wrecking things. Books, bottles, suits of armor, whatever's sure to cause the most chaos. He dropped them after a particularly aggressive romp through the library.
So a ghostly form dropped some physical pages after a destructive romp through the library. Not sure I 100% believe you, but sure. Why the toast?
Why did I need the toast to get in here?
Oh, that was Apollonia's idea. Seems some squids love toast. They should have taught you that at Hogwarts.
They do? I know next to nothing about squids.
I think I can guess how.
Haven't
you
felt the
died,
need to know
but
anything
who
about
did it
squids.
to you?
I was having a look around when I suddenly sensed a refreshing breeze. After that, I felt, well, lightheaded. That's all I remember. Hence, if you do visit the cave, be prepared. I can't tell you what for specifically, but you seem a perceptive sort. Beware a light breeze.
Yeah, extremely perceptive.
I suppose if that's the only way for me to get those pages, I'll meet you at the forest.
I'm sure the pages are still tucked in my waistcoat. If you don't mind the sight of a, well, my decapitated skeleton, they're yours for the taking.
You're sure they're there? You could have just gone back to look. I mean, you're a ghost. You can't really die again, can you? Fine, Forbidden Forest it is. That was near Hogsmeade, wasn't it? Basically where Natty said, that's the Forbidden Forest, we're not allowed to go there because it's forbidden, you know. Or maybe not. No, we're going back to Scrope. Alright, we can go back to Scrope. I do like the water effects. Look very nice, very realistic. Ooh. No more long-tongued dogs, I hope. Good. Yeah, speaking of long tongues. Dugbog, that's what you were called. So, Scrope, about that ring you wanted me to find. Wait, why couldn't I just get him to tell me where or to whom he sold the ring? letters?
Hello, Scrope. Thanks to you, I was able to enter Apollina's grotto. The toast was the key. I met a ghost there, Richard Jackdaw, who's agreed to lead me to the pages I've been looking for.
Phew, that boy was never good enough for Apollonia. Oh, what of the Black family ring?
I'm sorry to say that Jackdaw sold it long ago.
True to his name,
Sad
he was a
news
dick.
Indeed. Scrope shall need to think of another way to impress the headmaster. Well, Scrope takes some consolation in knowing that the young Slytherin found what they needed.
Any
I
way,
did.
any
Thank you
other way I
again,
can help
Scrope.
you?
You're a credit to House Elves.
Kinda wanna help him more. Help him get away from the Black family. They do not... they should all burn. Burn, burn, burn. Square there, and you're a square. Nope. Mound, mound, fire. Come to ignis, something fire. Well, I do have Incendio. I don't think that's gonna do anything though.
Incendio!
I take that back.
Accio!
If I bring you over here again, will that set fire to both of you?
Incendio!
Okay.
I should investigate.
You should, but you don't have Lumos on, so we should... And let's get rid of Expelliarmus again.
Yes.
I needed some kind of push spell or something in the other treasure vault, yeah. No? Ooh. Rugged jeweling gloves. Alright. Better armor. For level 16. Gotcha. Well then, I will... I kinda wanna explore. No, 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 no. Bad. Don't explore. No. 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 Do main quest. At least for a little while. You can curb your...
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Thank you. Yeah, there are the freaking flowers. I can rein myself in. Wait a minute. I remember this. This was on the page thingy. The treasure map. And you were hidden in the inventory, weren't you? Yeah, this one. Or is this one of those things you have to do it in the right order? So does it start up there or does it start down here? Because that could be just about any forest. Because this is the entrance to the Forbidden Forest. Or maybe they just mean go outside Hogwarts towards Hogsmeade to the Forbidden Forest, go over the bridge and light the candles. If I have to do that in the exact correct order, that's kind of a pain in the ass. There's the bridge anyway. Because when I got the treasure maps from that guy inside Hogwarts, I think that was done. I wasn't allowed to do it out of order. Meh, screw it. Going this way. This area has been declared dangerous by the Ministry of Magic. And I saw that. How dangerous? Is it just a little bit dangerous? Is it very dangerous? Forbidden Forest, whoever put this here is not fun? Meadow? Guessing there's something else behind that? Scrap of paper. This area is dangerous by the Ministry of Magic. Caution. Centaurs. Oh. Frogs sold here. In the forest, at the sign, or by the centaurs. Why would I want the frog? Dangerous, dangerous, dangerous by the Ministry of Magic 3 times. I know about the power of 3, but come on. Ooh. Hello. Is that a... That sounds like, yeah. Yes. You are really trying to emphasize that this area is dangerous, aren't you? Don't mind me. Keep frolicking. Yoink. Yoink. Just a quick detour. Maybe not. Remember, there are poachers in the Forbidden Forest. Go kill them. Later. Because that's what we do. We kill people. We don't call the police. We don't have them arrested. We kill them.
Here I am, as good as my word.
You're still a dick, though.
We meet again, Richard Jackdaw.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised to see you. It took the cunning of a Slytherin to track down these pages.
Well said. Now, where do we go from here?
Follow me. I shall lead you as far as I can, but I fear I may remain a tad reluctant to revisit the scene of my demise.
Why? You're already
Keep your
dead.
eyes open for a bird bath. When you find it, say intramuros. I think it's Latin. Or Greek. As you can imagine, I never paid much attention in school. Shall we?
I couldn't tell you if that was Latin or Greek either.
Aside from the bird bath, anything else I should look for?
Indeed. A few landmarks. A stone bridge, a waterfall, and, if I recall, a lake.
Stone bridge found.
You've been very helpful. Thank you.
Don't thank the dick.
Surprising how much of this is, rather unfortunately, coming back to me.
Ooh, spider danger, do not enter. Spiders? Flu flame.
Yes. You know, the closer we get, the more I'm remembering. Probably best I leave you to it. Simply stick to the path and keep a sharp eye out for that bird bath. Adieu. Is that Latin? Or Greek?
I don't like you. Pew! Pew? Oh, holy crap, you're level 20. Hey, get out of here. Okay, not that bad. You don't like fire. Remember, spiders don't like fire. Oh, you saw me! Oh no! Get over here! Burn! Oh, god. Matriarch. You can burn too. Yeah, I saw you burrowing. Missed me. Burn. Okay, so now where's... There you are. Just die already. Right. Complete dueling feats, what? Okay, sure. That felt more like button mashing to me, but whatever. Well, I guess I did use one or two combos. Pew! More Horklump juice for me, which I'm sure I will use in some potion. Okay, you could have told me there was a huge freaking spider here. Again, he's a dick. Again. He's dead. I realized that maybe, I don't actually know because I have never been a ghost, but maybe revisiting the scene of your death could be traumatic, but hey, you're still dead and you can't be more dead.
But you trusted the wrong. You can feed a beast or it can feed you, if you get my meaning. Now where did I set my trap? Just a shadow.
Yeah, just defeat an enemy with Petrificus Totalus. I don't even have that spell. Maybe I shouldn't actually fight the level 20 dark wizards. Level 20 spiders? Good. Dark wizards? No. I didn't mean to hit tab. I wanted to get into this. Maybe I should actually change the key bindings then. So that tab is... yeah, I think I'll do that. There are 3 of you bastards up there, okay?
The waterfall. For a thief, Jackdaw's surprisingly as good as his word.
Also, I'm stoned now. Danger, turn back, over there. So, Centaur's that way? Hello? What would you be? Oh, never mind. Danger, turn back. Danger, turn back. No. Not yet. Give me some toadstools. Oh, this is kind of pretty. Puffskein. Oh, you're adorable. Get over here. Get over here. Oh, can't do anything with you. You are adorable, though. Wait, what was it? Bird bath? Oh, Oh.
Something oddly solemn about this place. Such regal creatures, stags.
I don't even see any stags. I saw a couple of does running away, but no stags. Where do you see the stags? See? Does, no stags. Flue flame though. Oh, there's the bird bath.
There it is, just as Jackdaw described.
And someone lives here. Or lived. Is there? Oh. Peach juice? If it wasn't for this being in the middle of the night and kinda slightly spooky and a lot of spiders in the way, this would be an awesome place for a relaxation spot. Bird bath. Whisper the password.
Intramuros.
Thank you for remembering, I didn't. Hypnotic. Wait, what?
Aren't you a little far from home?
Ranrock knew you'd eventually lead us to whatever it is you're hiding.
Yep. Piss off.
Seems your heart isn't in this at all.
It was pitiful.
Yeah, I don't wanna. Hey,
I won't rest
can't swim.
till you're dead.
So goblins can't swim.
No risk those loyalists will report back to Ranrock now. Let's see where Jackdaw is.
Also, how many goblins have I killed? Quite a lot of them. So many. So much just pure destruction and wanton killing and woo. Didn't expect that from a Harry Potter game. Then again, 1800s, so things were a bit more rough back then. Ooh, look at this.
I wonder how big this place is.
I don't really care about how big it is, it's freaking beautiful. Ooh. Gimme. Oh. These corpses are kind of recent though, if you haven't decomposed. There's a skeleton.
These runes must have something to do with opening this door.
Yeah, I think so.
Incendio! I can shoot the symbol, but it doesn't stay lit for long.
Sure doesn't. Stayed lit for long enough.
Impressive. That must be where this all leads. Someone didn't want casual visitors down here.
You don't say.
I wonder if any of my spells will let me through this.
Sure hope so, because we don't have a lot of them. Oh, hi. Give me some of them fangs. And some pork clump juice and more fangs. Always with fangs. Can't I get other parts of the spider? Oh. Cheating. Spider boss? Spider boss.
I'm not going to touch those. Ugh.
Touch what? I didn't see anything. I'm just seeing spiders that need to die. Jump back a little bit. Oh! That kinda hurts. Let's not do that again. I am switching targets all the time. Dodging when I don't need to. Okay, fine, you take that one. Scream. Bastards. More fangs? More fangs. Just the two. And a chest filled with a clockwork scarf. Good enough. Though the color kind of clashes. I prefer that one or that. No, that one. And I'm so close to 16, where I can use the whatever I found earlier. Already don't remember. It was something. I'll find it. Way more interested in seeing what's in this cave. Ooh. Hello?
I wonder if I can move that platform somehow.
Yeah, probably. I like doing this. I'm not sure why I wanted it all the way over here. Hey, where are you skittering off to? Okay. I like that combo, Accio and Incendio. Hurts so much.
That's odd. I'd have thought Jackdaw would have been interested in this loot, but there's no sign of him.
Yeah, because he's a cowardly ghost. And I think he's lying about something. Hey, get over here. Thank you. Now, if I just do this, will it... Since this is the one floating, will it pull me that way? Yes. Whoa! Uh-huh.
Not a headless skeleton in sight, but I may as well help myself to this.
A decorous classical school uniform. Oh, it has better defense. I'm kind of... Yeah, I'm gonna keep using this one. I like that. Looks good. Right? So that was it for this little place. Good. only 5 healing potions left. I need to go brew some. My herbs are definitely done. It took, what, 10 minutes for them to grow? I had 4 minutes left. Ooh. Burn! Hello there. So many fangs. More fire.
Another puzzle. Well, if Jackdaw could solve this, so can I.
There has to be something more to it.
Incendio! Perhaps the next symbol is hidden somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Revelio.
Uh-huh. Wait, can Incendio even reach that far? Isn't this a short-range spell?
Incendio.
Yeah, it is.
Accio.
Come here.
Incendio.
Why did Accio work?
Remarkable.
Maybe I didn't actually look at the symbol and just assumed it was an Incendio symbol? No, it is. Or it's just magic, basically? Maybe it's just magic. Sorry, thought you were moonstones. I shall try my utmost to not make that mistake again. I will make no promises. Because I am not a bit, but a very, 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 very big bit of a scatterbrain. More spider corpses. More spiders just crawling around. Not allowed to do anything to you. Moonstone! I want you. Don't know what I want you for, but I want you. I'm supposed to go that way, so go this way instead? Yes. I don't like narrow passages when there are spiders about. More galleons?
Chest. Jackdaw wasn't very thorough in his search of this cave.
Didn't he basically say that he went into the cave, then felt a light breeze? So he shouldn't have been able to get this far in. Or did I just misunderstand him? Feels like he's holding back on several things. Yeah, you can survive that. See? Didn't even take damage. He's fine.
It's a good thing Jackdaw didn't fall down there.
I don't like how all the spiders are skittering and scurrying away. See, that's where I'm supposed to go, so... This way, please. Thank you. More treasure? More treasure. Okay.
Incendio.
Burn. Thank you.
I'm glad Richard Jackdaw left a little something behind for me, but where could he be?
Okay. He has told you he didn't want to go in here. And I say that's a lot of bull crap. No. Still sticking to that one. Hey, look. Can I please break that one? Oh. That's a lot of egg sacs. Don't like them. All of them need to die. Whoa. Whee! He's on the ride of his life. Yeah. This smells like a trap. Hey, get over here.
Incendio.
Burn. Run around screaming for me. Get over here. I just keep expecting more and or bigger spiders. There's a huge honking spider in here somewhere, I just know it.
That's odd. I'd have thought Jackdaw would have been interested in this loot, but there's no sign of him.
Unbeatable Quidditch gloves. Quidditch? Kidditch? Okay. Well, that away. So that way. Hey, yo, whoa, whoa, whoa. What's that? That was probably because I was still, Accio-wing. Hey, get over here. See, this is more like it. This is what I was expecting. More spiders. Lots of spiders. No. Oh, I got hit by that one, unfortunately. Run around screaming for me. Thank you. I'm no longer disturbed by that. I feel you deserve it. Any more loot here that Mr. Dick forgot? Wait, did I actually go the right way?
Not a headless skeleton in sight, but I may as well help myself to this.
I think I went the right way. Can't have that. Ooh. Well, fine. So what's this way then? Bonk. I'll stop back here, wing, and jump up. That was close. I did go the right way. Damn it.
I'm glad Richard Jackdaw left a little something behind for me, but where could he be?
You are really running out of things to say, aren't you? Keep repeating yourself. Don't trust it. It kinda looks like a bird. There's the beak. Very thin beak, but sure. Right. That's my aim, I think. My goal. My destination. Which way leads to it? Oh, can I get up there? No. Just some more juice. Uh-huh.
That's odd. I'd have thought Jackdaw would have been interested in this loot. There's
Nice.
no sign of him.
I was running a little low on potions, so thank you for those. Do we not have one of those floating platforms around here? No. Doesn't seem like it. We can... Nope. Can reach that one. Yeah, jump up there. And you can walk there. Come on. Stupid invisible walls. So not allowed to go here yet, I guess. Sorry. Unless... Nope. Unless... It's over here somewhere? Yeah, there it is. Well, that's just you making that weird sound. Okay. There's my floating platform. Smooth. Let's go. Oh, I prefer to be on it when we move, so this way. Oh, wait. Good enough. And went these. Ooh. Whimsical nightcap.
Jackdaw wasn't very thorough in his search of this cave. Not a headless skeleton in sight, but I may as well help myself to this.
There we have more money. That's a lot. Solar protection spectacles. Again. Nice ones though. You still look like a hipster, so no glasses for you. Rugged dueling gloves, level 16. Yep. And that's all here, I guess. Yep. Oh, be quiet, you. See, you barely took any damage.
There it is. The bridge. It's almost complete.
Almost.
More spiders. This can't be what beheaded Richard Jackdaw.
Defeat all enemies however you choose.
Incendio.
I shall. I shall defeat them poorly. By basic attacks, mainly. Oh, you. Oop! Get away. Not you, though. You're gonna burn. "19 out of 40 spiders." There we have it. Are you matriarchs? Hey, that was not nice. You attacked me while I was still in a cutscene. I call that cheating. Oh. Yeah, can't really Accio you. Can incendio you though. Okay, fine. Take box. Did you take box? You took box. Only level 13. I fought a level 20 matriarch outside. Ow. I took a ride. Hey, get over here. You do that. And then you can take a barrel to the face. Whip. Hey, you. Bastard.
Farewell, monster. I can only imagine how these spiders have multiplied since Jackdaw came this way.
If Jackdaw ever came this way. Because if he ever came this way, I doubt he would leave many survivors. Ooh, Mallowsweet. More Merlin trials. Yes. Okay, there's one of you. So do you just react to magic, or you do any magic? Doesn't have to be incendio. Good to know.
I'll need to look around for the symbol.
Yep. See, one symbol is down there, one's up there. Are there supposed to be 3 again?
Revelio.
Yes, there was. Okay, so... Oh. I can just do that. Even basic magic cast works. That's a pretty bridge. Ooh, yeah, I do like this cave. Very pretty bridge. And there's someone on the other side. Think? Yeah, so... whoever's there, I'm gonna find out next time. Thank you for being here, and you take care of yourself now. See ya.